Never mess with an old man and his dug-up gold. Sisu, released in 2022 and is directed by Jalmari Helander, who's also behind such films like Rare Export's A Christmas Tale and Big Game. And this film is starring Jorma Tormila, Axel Himni, Jack Doolan, Mimosa Willamo, and Oni Tamila. And the reason why we're talking about Sisu today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my biggest contributors and supporters of this channel, Dr. Camp. One of your recommendations. Again, I can't thank you enough for all the ones that you've sent my way. And I actually heard a lot about this film when it came out a couple of years ago. Everyone was talking about how ridiculous it was, just this action-packed, this man who can't die story. I meant to watch it back then, but I never got around to it, so thank you for forcing me to finally get around to it. If anyone else out there also wants to be like Dr. Camp and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your movie recommendation and donation of $5 or more, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with Dr. Camp here. And Dr. Camp, I hope you're okay with this being a shorter review than usual. I'm still dealing with the effects of COVID. Yes, I'm still freaking testing positive for COVID. I hate it, but I'm trying to do all these micro reviews now, get these done, because I've watched a ton of reviews while dealing and quarantining myself, and I want something to do. I'm just looking for something to edit. I'm all caught up and everything. So here's another one that I'm just trying to give myself something to do and edit and to publish, so I hope you're okay with that. The year is 1944, and an old gold digger has stumbled across a gigantic gold mine. And while he is trying to transport his gold, he comes across a small platoon of SS soldiers who start terrorizing him and realize that he has all this gold on him. So now this old man who is called Atami is on the run, and these Nazi soldiers are nipping at his heels. But what these Nazis don't realize is that this man, even though you stab him, you shoot him, you blow him up, you hang him, you cut off limbs, you behead the man, that still doesn't mean that he's dead. There's a Finnish legend out there about this man, how no one could kill him, how the Finnish army just let him loose to go out there and to ransack troops and to kill all the enemies. Not because he is immortal, just because he refuses to die. There's a reason why I am wearing the one-man shirt that I created, the one man who can do the thing to stop the thing to save the thing. Because when you have setups of heroic characters like this, who are so badass, they don't have any special powers, this guy just keeps coming after you. This guy has no quit. Whenever he sets his mind on something that is right in his mind, he will never stop. That's the best description and layout and framework of a heroic character that you can have in a film. Plus, you're putting him up against Nazis, and yes, I'm calling them Nazis to all of my German friends out there who's like, well, just because they were German soldiers during World War II doesn't mean they were Nazis. We're not playing that here. This is World War II. These guys are Nazis. They're wearing the freaking uniforms. I'm putting the end of the debate right there. Get over it. Nazis suck. Period. End of story. And I love this character of Atami. All he wants is for peace. And you can tell that he has been through hell and that he's been through shit. At the beginning of this film, he is shirtless at one point when he's digging up all the gold. And it looks like he's actually been dead before. Like he has all the scars of someone doing an autopsy on him. You can tell all he wants is peace. He wants what he has found, what he feels that he deserves, and he just wants to be left alone. But these fucking Nazis will not do that. So when he is done wrong by them Nazis, and when he is left for dead by them Nazis, he is going to extract vengeance upon them. And I am all for it. I love good revenge tales like this. Plus, these Nazis are assaulting and raping women in one of their trucks, so when he finds that out, he helps them, and they gain power, and they're able to right the wrongs in their life also. This is just a great revenge tale. This is a great movie. And I love that this main character doesn't talk until the very end. I'm pretty sure I was noticing this, but as you get in all the grunting and the yelling, I'm like, oh, okay, he's had to have talked before. But then you realize, like, no, that very final scene when he actually opens his mouth and says words for the first time, that is the first time we hear him talk. He's not a man of words, he's a man of action. And for an audience member, I love that. I just love seeing a hero overcome tremendous forms of adversity diversity, and having just these Nazi soldiers and this Nazi commander who is just this evil piece of shit. He's just a great villain, a great antagonist for our main hero. And it feels very realistic at first. Yes, this guy is getting shot and blown to pieces. He's getting shrapnel in the arm, in his side, but it still feels realistic. But then when we get to that final battle scene with the plane and how he attaches to it, it becomes ridiculous. But I'm so invested into this character at that point that I don't give a shit. It's just fucking awesome. The film has so much spaghetti western and Quentin Tarantino isms to it. You have that twangy guitar playing in the background, and just this character who, again, refuses to die until he rights all the wrongs in his life. Sisu is a great little surprise, great little action thriller that everyone needs to see, especially those of you that are a fan of the action-adventure genre. You have to see this movie. It's just a great revenge tale that just gets your fist up in the air and just pumping it, because it's just so freaking awesome in so many different parts. That's all I need to say. A short little review for this guy who has COVID, but a badass story and a badass character that I'm going to be watching again over and over. I'm going to give Sisu 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So guys, if you've seen Sisu, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.